stick on that note, continuing the conversation about mask mandates, a parent and founder of the group Rooted Wings, you may have heard of it, Brittany Mayer, is with me now to talk about why students need the option to remove their masks while at school. Hello, Brittany.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, so first of all, we just came off of that segment with Liz talking about all the planned events and peaceful protests and rallies to kind of continue this conversation. It seems like there may be an end in sight, but that's not enough, you say.
It's way too late. We have been sitting here for over 700 days, and to now have our governor tell us that in a week, on February 28th, we'll have a press conference. And at that press conference, we'll discuss safely taking the masks off at a future date. It's this constant moving of these goalposts. We don't know what that means. There's been no definitive, the masks come off. The masks should have come off years ago off our kids. 720 days is what we're sitting at. And it's been too long. The implications have been devastating on our kids. It is right to be angry and upset at this point and to be pushing back.
Well, let's talk about some of the numbers here. Per the CDC, the second leading cause of death in kids ages 10 to 14, I believe, is suicide. And I know a lot of parents are saying, hey, this is causing mental anguish for these students. This is not just a simple, hey, wear the mask. It's easy, just deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. So just to give some context of the backdrop, between 2020 and 2022, we have 6,325 all-cause deaths on our demographic under age 18 in California. Of that number, we have 69 deaths involving COVID. So that's 9 million kids under age 18 in California. And that gives us a statistical 0.0007% mortality rate by or with COVID in California. Yet we're seeing when we look at the numbers of suicide and the mental health implications on our kids under 18, we're seeing that suicide outpaces COVID by 20 times the number. So the question is, what the hell is going on? And something is not right. And why is it that we're still stuck in this psychosis of mask and shot, mask and shot? And something that's really important to note is that with that smarter plan that was unveiled by Gavin Newsom, when we looked to the education portion of that plan, it specifically outlines that schools and parents need to be prepared for the vaccine mandates that are going to be coming as a condition of in-person learning on our kids. So yes, the masks may be coming off at some point, but we know that the masks were a placeholder for the vaccine mandate that's coming at our kids. And we have to remember that the data doesn't lie. And it shows us that our kids' risk factor is 0.0007%. We can't give an inch more.
And I know, we've brought this up before, but it bears repeating. I think a lot of people are just frustrated. Even take away the facts, just look at what's happening. Big events where people are unmasked and not required to be vaccinated, yet this continues in the schools, and it seems like there's, something else kind of behind the scenes there.
There's absolutely, when nothing on the surface makes sense, then there's something else underneath it that does make sense. My opinion is that all of the moving metrics that we've seen over the last 2 years on our kids has been the gateway drug and the placeholder to further control on our kids. We have two pieces of legislation that are working their way now through the Senate. We have SB866 and SB871. SB866 is going to lower the age of consent on our minors to receive a vaccine without parental consent down to age 12. We know that in the smarter plan that was unveiled that we're going to have vaccine pop-ups on school campuses. So your 12-year-old, if this passes, can go get a shot without mom and dad's permission or knowledge. We also have SB871 in the works. That is going to, it will add the COVID-19 injection to the mandatory vaccine list for in-person learning, and it will remove the personal belief right. So this is highly concerning, and it's the accelerant on our kids versus the walking back that we should have seen.
Brittany, we do have to wrap, but I know you have a website and kind of guidance for parents who want to or choose to fight back. Where can people go for more information?
Yeah, we have a ton of resources at wearerootedwings.com. And you can also find us on Instagram at rooted_wings. And if you go to our website, you'll see a whole bunch of resources, kind of crash course of education, and then a lot of printables that you as a parent can print out to be better equipped to advocate on behalf of your kids.
Brittany, the founder of Rooted Wings, thank you for spending time with us this morning.